Welcome to the Self-Aware Leader Podcast, guys. We're going to explore the many facets of leadership through the lens of self-awareness. And today's episode is dedicated to mastering your emotional landscape as a self-aware leader. And we're going to delve into the emotional self-awareness checklist. This is free. We're giving it away free online. You can go to the link in the bottom of the description here, and I'm going to put it on the posts. So if you guys are watching this on Instagram Reels, just look in the description. You'll see the link. It is absolutely free. It is a huge resource. It'll help you. And I'm going to do a whole series as we walk through the self-aware leader checklist. Today, we're going to better understand and learn how to manage our emotions. So let's get started. Identifying your current emotions. This is how you start off as being a self-aware leader, is looking and identifying your current emotions, especially when you're in a situation where ego takes over and you want fight or flight. You've got to be self-aware enough where when you're feeling ego coming in, whether that's, what's trigger, is it an anger? What is it? You've got to look at that and say, okay, here it is. I need to identify my current emotions. Being in tune with your emotions is crucial to being a self-aware leader. It allows you to make better decisions and respond appropriately to various high-stress situations. So, what are the techniques for tuning into your emotion? One is mindfulness. Another is journaling. The next one, which we don't like, especially if we're men, that's discussing your feelings with a trusted friend or a mentor or someone that you love, your partner, your spouse. And I want to talk about each of these. So mindfulness. What does mindfulness look like? I want to give it like a simple definition of mindfulness so that you can understand this in the simplest format. This is you stopping and understanding exactly what's going on through the emotion. The emotion is not you. Mindfulness is understanding that emotions are not you. These are evolutionary psychology triggers, and we're going to get into recognizing emotional triggers here in a second and how to evaluate them. But these are triggers that your fight or flight state has done. We are not running around in the woods being chased by grizzly bears anymore. This is not what we have to worry about. Now we worry about what Steve said about me and what he's telling other people, and that the rumor's going around and I'm freaking out and I want to go confront Steve and punch him in the mouth, but I know I can't do that because it's an HR issue and I'm his leader. So that's not going to happen. Oh, I heard about Susan and Bill, and something may be going on, and I don't know how to approach that. And my emotions are getting upset because I know Susan and Bill, and why are they doing this to me as a leader, and they're just creating tons of drama that I don't need right now because I'm so busy doing this, and this, which we've addressed in podcasts. Why are you so busy? You shouldn't be busy at all. And I'm telling you, if you're coaching properly, if you're letting people be leaders and you're training them to be leaders, majority of your time, 80% of your time is spent coaching and training. And the other 20% is doing a little bit of work here and there because you've delegated everything out to everyone else. And they're taking ownership and doing what needs to get done. You don't have to micromanage, guys. So let's look at evaluating emotional triggers. And recognizing emotional triggers can help you. This isn't a bad thing. An emotional trigger is a good thing. It will help you prevent impulsive reactions and help you develop healthier responses to challenging situations. Now, your responsibility is to identify these patterns and events that cause the triggers, that cause the specific emotion. Well, how do you identify patterns, Jason? The key is to reflect. It's by trying to reflect on past experiences and noting any common themes. Oh, every time I get in a relationship, I get angry because of this, this, or this. So my spouse or partner does this, this, or this. This is a common theme. Oh, so this is how your brain, this is how you become self-aware. So if my partner is named Bill, Susan, Teresa, Jim, it doesn't matter because it's a common theme that I have. I need to take responsibility for this. This is my emotional trigger that I need to work on. And regardless who the person is, it doesn't matter. We like to blame the person for the same mistakes that we make over and over again. And that's bullshit, guys. We need to take responsibility. We are not a victim to anything. When you become a victim, guess what happens? Then you can start blaming others. We need to understand and take responsibility for these emotional triggers. When you identify a trigger, it allows you to take steps to minimize its impact. Oh, so I'm at a 10 in anger right now, and I want to go punch somebody in the mouth. No. This is just a trigger. This is just my fight or flight state. This is evolutionary psychology. Jason, I know all this is what this is. You know, love. Neuroscientists have said love. It's like two pumps, like psh, psh, in your brain. Just two little pumps that just go psh, psh, and they're pushing out serotonin and all that. That's all it is, guys. When you recognize that emotion is nothing more than a neuroscience trigger of the way that our brains are there, and then our ego wants to use it to protect us, which ego's bad. It's a bad protector. It wants you to sit at home and eat Oreos, double stuff Oreos, and make a whole bunch of bowls of cereal with tons of sugar in it and order pizza and never leave your house and binge watch Netflix all day long and do absolutely nothing. It wants to protect you. It's a schizophrenic. Your ego is schizophrenic. It wants to do everything to protect you, but at the same time, those things that it wants you to do actually harm you. It doesn't want you to have physical fitness. It doesn't want you to go to the gym. It doesn't want you to read a book and learn. Everything's fine. Everything's perfect. You just need to withdraw more. Just chill, just relax, just hang out, sleep in more. You don't need to go to work today. You don't have to go to the gym today. You see how these emotional triggers happen? And if you can take steps to minimize their impact, such as practicing relaxation techniques. Andrew Huberman taught me this one. You breathe in twice and then breathe out. Breathe in twice through your nose and then breathe out. It automatically relaxes you, parasympathetic nervous system, lots of things going on. Find a relaxation technique that's really easy for you to do that you can do in the moment. Another one I like to do is take a quick walk. If I'm feeling upset, angry, depressed, any of those things, if I can take a 5, 10, 15-minute walk, sometimes it turns into longer, no podcast, no nothing, just me walking and thinking, I can relax myself to the point to where I can have a good conversation. You don't have to have the meeting right away. Say, let's have the meeting in 30 minutes and then go for a walk or go for a drive, whatever works best for you. I like to get outside, be in the sun, and walk. I think it's so important. And then come back and have your meeting. You don't have to be in the moment. Give yourself a break. So practicing relaxation techniques are seeking support from others. Do you have some lifelines? Guys, you've got to use your mentors and friends as lifelines, those that you know have wisdom. And then next, practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself. Guys, treat yourself. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding. This will foster resilience in the face of challenges. I want to share this with you. If you complete a badass goal and you do something that's awesome, treat yourself with kindness. Go buy something that's awesome. Go get that watch that you wanted. If you hit a huge milestone, I hope that you're being ultra kind to yourself. Because believe it or not, having kindness will allow you to have resilience. You don't have to beat yourself up all the time because your ego will get used to that. And then your ego is so smart, it will use those evil words. That's what I like to call them. Those evil words that you say about yourself, it will use those against you for it to get its way. Next is cultivate self-compassion through positive self-talk. Self-compassion exercises. I like to use the word exercises. That's better for me. I don't want to have positive self-talk. So for me, it's self-compassion exercises. And that's just me reminding myself that it's just the ego. It's not the real me. This is not the real me. This emotion I'm experiencing right now is not the real me. My real me is my higher self, that eternal part of me. That higher self is loving, caring, compassionate, assertive, strong, courageous. That's me. That's the real me. And I've done a whole episodes on higher self, and I encourage you to look those up if you want to understand the real you. And I'm going to do more on those. And then remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes and experiences difficulty. Not everyone wants to be a leader. There's a reason for that. Why? Because you're going to experience difficulties. Next, accepting and processing emotions. A lot of people can't allow themselves to feel emotions. And if they do allow themselves to feel emotions, they have to do it with judgment. So they begin to suppress emotions. And this will lead to emotional burnout and poor decision making as a leader. You've got to allow yourself to feel the emotions. I do it this way, in a fun way. I do it this way. Hey, here's ego again. Ego's going crazy. This is me running around on the savannah getting chased by a cheetah. That's what my brain thinks. My brain can't see anything. I mean, your eyes, I guess, are part of a brain. But really, if you close your eyes, your brain can think a whole bunch, but it can't see anything. It doesn't know. It's just going off of programming that's been around for millions of years. It's not the real me. So I'm going to process my emotions, whether it's through meditation, therapy, participation in support groups to gain insights. And our support group that we have here is the Self-Aware Leader Community. It's only $39 a month, super inexpensive. It's $39 a month. We do Google Meet calls. We get together. We ask each other questions. It's a great community. If you'd like to be a part of it, the link will be in the bottom. You can see that. It's so inexpensive for what I do, one-on-one coaching, different things like that. So $39. I wanted to make it really inexpensive so it'd help you. And I wanted to have leaders. Maybe you're a brand new leader. Maybe you're 25, 27 years old and you don't have a lot of money and you're just starting out being a manager or a leader. I want you to be able to afford this. And you're going to get a ton of value, ton of insights out of it. I guarantee you that. And it's going to help you develop healthier emotional habits. So let's look at developing healthy coping strategies. Effective coping strategies play a vital role in emotional, get this keyword, self-regulation. This is your responsibility. I'm not a victim to my emotions. They're not real. I'm going to self-regulate them right now. Examples of healthy coping strategies include exercise. For me, and with my depression, when I face depression, it's because I'm not exercising. Exercising and eating clean, keto diet for me, low carbs. If I eat a ton of carbs, I start getting depressed. It knocks my body out of whack. So low carbs, taking vitamin D, vitamin C, taking my vitamins, low carbs, and exercising at least 4 times a week. That right there, for me, that hooks me up. That allows my emotional self-regulation. And that's a coping strategy, a healthy one. And then next is engaging in hobbies. Maybe there's something that you absolutely love. Maybe it's Dungeons and Dragons, or you like putting together models. What do you love that you want to treat yourself to that hobby? If you like putting together models, buy you a model. Go to the store today and get one. Whether it's a puzzle, what other hobby you love to do, RC cars. Remember the cool stuff you used to do as a kid? Go get it. Treat yourself. Be kind. Maybe it's practicing deep breathing exercises. I do this one a lot of times. And then create. This is a key, guys. Listen to me. Create a personalized toolbox of coping strategies that work best for you. Get a toolbox. You need tools. We all need toolboxes to handle different things as a leader, right? This is your leadership toolbox. And this toolbox has a bunch of coping strategies that are healthy that work best for you. And then employ them when needed. When you're getting emotionally unbalanced, and you're like, I'm kind of feeling unbalanced right now. I'm kind of feeling depressed. We'll pull out that healthy coping strategy. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to the gym. I'm going to take off work early. I'm taking off right now. Or I'm going to take an hour or two break and I'm going to go on a run. or I'm going to go on a quick hike, or I'm going to leave a little bit early and I'm going to go on a hike. Just do it, guys. Treat yourself. Be nice. Use these toolboxes, these coping strategies. It will help you to maintain emotional balance. Let me close on this. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us together, all of us on this journey. Self-awareness and leadership is a practice, and it's something that you do each day. And I hope that you've gained valuable insights. I hope that you've had these tools, and I hope that together we can master our emotional landscape. And remember, the emotional self-awareness checklist, you can see it right here. The emotional self-awareness checklist is available for free online. This emotion part is just one part of it, one part of the checklist. It'll help you. So be sure to grab your copy and let's start putting these techniques into practice. And until next time, stay curious, guys. Always stay curious. Have some playtime. Have some fun. Treat yourself. And above all, stay self-aware.